Hello everyone, this is Dana here, and happy Groundhog Day. Although Phil saw his shadow today, which is a bummer, but anyways, today is February 2nd, 2018, and today I'm at Plymouth Township, Michigan, behind Fire Station number 2, off of Wilcox Road, close to M14 Expressway. As you can tell, all the traffic noise you're hearing. But today has been officially 10 years since I filmed my 4th tornado siren, which was a Thunderbolt 1000T behind the fire station, which it was right behind those trees over there. It was right behind all those trees over there. You can't really see if I'm in the way, but it was right next to the firehouse, and I'll try to post some photos, maybe in the link when I upload it. But as you can see, right behind me is the new 2001 that replaced the Thunderbolt, and I think Travis from Texas, I think he owns the Thunderbolt. But other than that, I just want to say that when I filmed the 1000T, I was actually really excited that it was a dual-tone siren, because I've always wanted to hear a dual-tone Thunderbolt siren up close. And when I did, I enjoyed it. And when I was filming the siren, I'll show you where I was filming when I'm done here. But other than that, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts about it before I do. So when I filmed it, I was amazed of how loud it was. It was really loud. I remember when the horn was facing towards me and I had my hearing protection off, I remember I was wincing because the sound was incredibly loud. So other than that, another thing you may have noticed that in my bonus video of the Sheldon Park siren, you may have heard faintly in the background what sounded like a siren sounding off an attack signal. And that siren you were hearing happened to be that old Thunderbolt that used to be behind me, behind that fire station. So, and other than that, later on in 2008, or not too far ahead in 2008, for some reason that siren got programmed to run an alert signal. I don't know why it was like that, but YouTube user Mac, which has a different YouTube channel now, which I can't really describe what it is now, but Mac filmed that siren as well the same year I did. A couple months later, as you can tell, there was more leaves on the tree, and it was, as you can tell, it was overgrown because the horn was touching the trees. But other than that, I was glad I filmed it. The siren sounded off for about maybe 2.5 minutes, and when the siren stopped, it faced towards me. And about a couple seconds later, it turned back on and did like a cycle of attack signal. But if you want my point of view, I personally think the siren itself, it may have had a screwy AF timer setting, because the AF timer setting probably wasn't set to where it would just run full 3 minutes attack signal like I think it should have been. But other than that, I'm just glad I got a good video of it. But I also do remember, as I was heading back to my car, when I thought the siren test was over, the siren went off again, but I think it only did like a signal or like a cycle, a part of the attack or whatever it was. But either way, that siren had it kind of seemed like the siren had a mind of its own. But I personally think it has to do with the AF timer, although I don't know if that's the case. But it just had a screwy cycle duration, should I say, but the attack signal itself sounded pretty good, and I was just amazed that many people thought it was just a great video I produced of that siren, and even to this day I love it. I don't know why it has that double hiccup sound during the wind downs, but other than that, I guess I could say I miss the siren. There may have been times when I may have heard something like that from my house, but I doubt it. It was just too far away. But I was shocked that I was able to hear it from Sheldon Park, although, like I said, during the time when I was filming the Sheldon Park siren, I didn't actually hear it because I had my hearing protection. I had my hearing protection on because I was kind of thinking Sheldon Park was going to go off, you know. So, but when I captured it on video, I kind of just played parts of the duration of the video and heard the siren sound. And from what it sounded like at first, it kind of made me think as if someone was sounding off a Carter siren, or it just kind of reminded me of one, or a Castle Casting siren that's you would hear in the United Kingdom. But it didn't really make any sense to me. So other than that, I found out it had to be the Plymouth Thunderbolt, because when I played back my video to match it, it definitely sounded just like that, and I knew it was that. So, because there's no other siren. There's no other siren that I could think of, or Thunderbolt siren that was dual tone that would sound like that. But other than that, the other siren that was being heard in the video, I think, was Northville's Thunderbolt 1000, or it could have been another Thunderbolt 1000 in Plymouth. I do know there was a 1000 in Plymouth next to the old police station that had a very messed up chopper, or I don't know what was wrong with the chopper motor, but Mackinac Mac also took a video of that siren, but he hasn't re-uploaded it. I don't know why. I really wish he did, because I missed that video. It would have been cool. I should have saved it when I had the chance, but that Thunderbolt siren was rotating at 4 RPM by the looks of it. The siren looked like it was fairly repainted, or it looked like it was kind of like as if it was new. But the other thing is, the siren, the chopper motor sounded really bad. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it definitely didn't have a good sound to it. It sounded like as if it was dying. And even like during parts of the duration of the test, the chopper just cut off, and the rotator was still rotating and the blower was still running. You could hear that really well, but the chopper was just struggling too much to be active. So obviously there's no Thunderbolts left in Plymouth. Their West Shore Service had some, and Follow the Flag Productions also owns one, which he has in his backyard. That one's from Plymouth as well. And I think Travis, like I said, Travis from Texas, I think he owns the Plymouth Thunderbolt. Although I haven't seen any updates on him, so I don't know what he's up to, but I'm sure he's doing all right. But last thing I want to show you, I brought my high school planner with me again, and let me just get to the Thunderbolt. Oops. Okay. So I got right here the Thunderbolt. You can kind of see it right there. That's the one I filmed. I drew that Thunderbolt on February 2nd, Groundhog Day of 2008. And yeah, so other than that, I guess there's really nothing else I need to describe here. I haven't heard the 2001 yet in person, but I'm not exactly too sure if I'm going to take a video of that siren, because from what I understand, I think Plymouth only tests their sirens 1 minute long. Although, you know, and I'm not really, you know, anxious of having to want to film the 2001 here, but other than that, I don't know what else to describe, but I'll go ahead and I'm going to cut this video and I'll show you the spot where I was most likely standing at, so stand by. Okay, continuing on, from where I'm standing at least close enough, the siren was kind of by those trees over there. You might recognize the bricking. Oops. You might be able to recognize the bricks on the building, as the siren may have been somewhere right over there. But that's the fire station right there. That's Plymouth Township Fire Department number 2. And there's a big, huge water tower over there. And the 2001, you can't see it, but it's somewhere back over there. It's just hidden behind the building. But that's from where I was standing. It was right about here where the Thunderbolt siren was, and I think it was, I don't know if it was lower mounted in the 2001, but it's just an educated guess where I was. But I want to thank you all for watching, and have a good day.